There's kind of a preview, and we'll pan past the mic.
And the horror show starts.
That's it. There's Dallas from Nashville Access, and I'm Camo. I'm the disembodied voice right now.
The narrator.
Yeah, that's it. So how's it going?
It is going good. We got another week of Nashville Access lined up this week. And I'm pretty excited because we're actually going to talk to, she's a newer artist.
Yeah.
But she is
the real
awesome. Deal. Yeah. This girl. The funny thing about her is when you look at her, she's blonde, blue-eyed, beautiful, and you see her, and the first thing you think of is, she's a princess. She's been in the beauty. No, this girl grew up on a farm.
See, people always say that about me.
Well, I've had a hard time getting over that stigma, beauty queen. But she's her name's Clare Dunn.
Yeah,
and she's had a couple of singles out, and nothing seems to catch for her. Mm-hmm. But this latest single she's got it's called Tuxedo, and it's really, really cool. It's got a cool feel, cool sound, the whole deal. The lyrics are good, and she just kills the vocal. So we got a chance to talk to her about it this week because she's made a video for it, and the guy in the video is, again, another pretty boy and everything. So we're going to talk a little bit about that too. But so we're going to talk to Clare Dunn this week, and we hope that you get to know her like we do a little bit because she is fantastic, and she's the real deal, and she's going to be around for 25 years.
Yeah, I think so.
So let's get to know her now so you don't have to catch up 10 years from now.
Something a little different on when we're doing the news today. We're going to do a throwback song.
Let me see the thing. Let me see. Yeah, talk about that because that's really cool.
We won't give away the whole story, but it's an old Rascal Flatts song that was huge for them. So we'll be talking about that and what's going on with the song in the news. Also news about Chris Young and some other stuff too. We have just do this little show. Oh, the cool thing, Friday, this is so cool. We are going to be going to visit the Pie Wagon again, just down off Music Row, and we're going to be interviewing John Barry.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cool. He's got a brand new album that you can pre-order, I think, from his website.
Here, hang on.
I got the
ready?
Prop.
Here, watch this. I got it ready.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, wait, I got my thumb over his J. Hang on.
We didn't have to pre-order it. But that's the brand new album. If you're a John Barry fan, you're absolutely going to love this. I've already picked my favorite track on there. But you and I are going to sit down with John at the Pie Wagon, and there's probably going to be a bit of an audience for this because John has a lot of fans.
Yeah, well, John has still, to me, got one of the greatest Christmas albums ever created, period. End of story. All music, all genres. Yeah. He is one of the greatest vocalists. Now, if you don't know the story of John Barry, we'll get into that a lot more in detail on Friday when we talk to him. But, John, he fought cancer and won.
Yeah.
And it happened right at the pinnacle of his career, too.
He had a huge hit, and boom, cancer.
Yeah. So, he really had a go of it and has come through the other side smelling like roses. And anybody that can beat cancer, in my book, is a hero. So, we're going to talk to him because he's still just as good. He's done a bunch of things. If you're familiar with John Barry, he used to do something called the bus sessions, tour bus sessions. And he would take songs and just sit on his bus, grab a guitar, and record that and put it on YouTube. And millions of people view these things.
It's funny, talking to his manager, he said, well, how long's the interview going to be? And I said, well, we'll shoot, 15, 20 minutes. And he said, well, John's going to bring his guitar, so he may go long. And okay. So that'll be on Facebook Live, and we're also going to record the audio for that so we can bring it to you down the road on the show. Mm-hmm. But it'll be a Facebook Live interview, and you'll be able to interact and ask questions to John from all over the world. That's going to be Friday morning, 10:30 Central. Watch it on Facebook Live or join us at the Pie Wagon on Division off Music Road.
Yeah, if you're going to be here in Nashville, by all means join us. If you're not, we'll show you everything that happens so you can watch it here.
And we always talk about how everybody in Nashville is connected. You have history with John, which is really cool, and so it's going to be like old home week. And my wife sang backup on one of those Christmas songs.
Yeah. So when I knew John, this was right when his big hits were coming out in the 90s, and right when he got hit with cancer. So I got to talk to him before that, and then we got to hang out a little bit after that when he came back through. And it's an amazing story of triumph.
And then talking about that, this week John Barry from the Beastie Boys died, and somebody put a picture of our John Barry up on Facebook saying John Barry had died. And it was a John Barry, but not the John Barry that we know.
Right.
So sympathies to the Beastie Boys and their fans. But this John Barry, very much alive.
Yeah, the news of his death has been greatly exaggerated.
And you'll be able to see him Friday. So
we're going to prove that he's alive.
Well, that'll be our first thing. Can we touch you? We'll just poke him.
Casper the Friendly Country Star.
Yeah.
So we're going to be talking to John Barry on Facebook Live on Friday. So what time?
10:30 Central. 10:30 a.m. Central. So tune in, watch, ask questions, because we can interact, and it's just going to be really fun. We're looking forward to that. Our first sit down on Facebook Live with a Grammy guy.
Yeah, I'm excited about it too. Just simply for two reasons. One, he's an amazing artist, and two, I love John.
Yeah.
He's one of the most interesting people you'll ever get to talk to, and you'll get to see that on Friday when we interview him, because music is just one small aspect of what makes him amazing. So we'll get into all that on Friday, 10:30 a.m. Central Time. So do the math and figure out when that is in your time zone. So we will be on Facebook Live. Of course, if you miss it, you can also
keep watching it.
You can keep watching it. It'll be on our Facebook page. Super Pick this week we're back to an old name, a name that you should be familiar with.
There we go. There's my hand on the screen, and
so our Super Pick this week is Ward Davis again.
Yeah.
Now, we had Ward play for us at the Country Radio Seminar here. His first single was with Willie Nelson
and Jamie Johnson,
and we featured that. Now he's got a single out that's just Ward, and it is, it's all you need.
Yeah.
Ward is right now, Chris Stapleton is becoming huge.
Yeah.
He is becoming evidently the second coming of country in the country world.
Like Eric Church said, country music Jesus.
Right. Yeah. So he has become this phenomenon in country. And all because he's doing the same things we did in the late 70s and early 80s.
Yeah.
He's bringing it back around, and people are accepting it. Well, Ward has been like Chris Stapleton for 10 years. Yeah. He's been doing that same. I've been writing with Ward for a decade now, and he's always been the same guy. He sounds the same on the record, and what's funny is now people are starting to discover him.
Yeah.
So this next single of his I think it's called No Way Out.
Yes.
Is that right? Yeah. No Way Out. Let me make sure. I got to check the technology. No Going Home. No Going Home. So we're going to be playing that as our Super Pick this week, and if you're not a Ward Davis fan yet, stick around.
The album is called 15 Years in a 10-Year Town, and it is spectacular. Produced by Buddy Cannon, who has produced Willie Nelson and Merle Haggard, and just anybody that's traditional in town.
Which is very funny, too, because if you're in town here and are hooked up to Ward or Buddy and get to see their conversations, if you would look at them on social media, you'd think they hate each other. Yeah. It is one of the funniest exchanges you'll see in social media, because they love each other so much. Ward and Buddy have been friends long before I knew Ward, and Buddy took Ward under his wing and was kind of helping him through the country music landscape. And since then, they have become really, really tight. It's this brother relationship, father-son, however you want to look at it, but it's almost family. But when they talk to each other on social media, it's like, you're an idiot, you're a moron, well, I don't like your hair, would you pick that shirt on purpose? Just fantastically funny. So we're going to feature Ward this week on our Super Pick, his new single. If you don't know Ward Davis yet, stick around. You're going to love it.
Got to give a shout out to friends. David Meyer is a guitar player. He's been touring with Tanya Tucker. He plays with Hannah Bethel, who was also, if you were at our CRS show, he played guitar for Hannah when she performed that night. He just landed a gig playing with Don Felder of the Eagles. So he's going to be spending the summer playing guitar and singing backup harmonies for Don Felder, doing all the great Eagles hits.
Okay. Just try to let that sink in for a second. Yeah. You grow up, you have your you're listening to the Eagles. You're like, oh, everybody listens to the Eagles growing up. Man, it's kind of a staple. If you're a music person, that's required reading.
Yeah.
And now this guy is going to spend the next few years of his life on tour playing that music with the people that made it.
Yeah.
Come on!
Yeah. So that's
awesome.
Very cool. I know he had mentioned it. I saw him last week, and he said, I'm going to hear over the weekend if I got the gig or not.
Yeah.
And yesterday he posted on Facebook that he's doing it. And Hotel California. David Meyer is cool. If you saw the last Kid Rock video, David was in that driving a pickup truck. And he's also in the new Lone Star video driving another pickup truck, and
Wow.
he picks up Hannah Bethel, who's hitchhiking. It's pretty cool.
You know, it's funny too because we get to actually meet and talk to these people and get to feature some of these folks before they're massively huge, and some of them, you know, when they're coming back and everything. So I'm excited about Ward for the simple fact that Ward is coming up and becoming like the next Chris Stapleton, and I'm just so happy because he's the guy you see in any interview, the guy you'll see in the videos, the guy you hear sing. That's Ward. Yeah, talking to him. It's just like,
and he's been on tour. He's been touring a lot. He's been playing a lot in Texas and writing with Cody Jinks, who we featured on the show, who's kind of a new outlaw type of singer. And the two of them, I guess, have just hit it off and are writing a whole bunch together. So there's going to be new stuff coming from both of them, which is really cool.
Yeah, so we've got a whole bunch lined up, either with Facebook Live or with the actual show itself, and we're working on a new project that we can't talk about yet, but we're excited about that. Yeah. As soon as we're allowed to start talking about the new project, you guys are going to like it too, I think. Yeah. I really do, especially if you're a fan of Nashville. Yes. Not just the show, like the city and the environment and the music city.
Yeah, and I want to work again on Nashville next year, so please make sure you hashtag BringBackNashville.
Hashtag BringBackNashville. Hashtag BringBackNashville. Put it on everything you do. I don't care if it's a recipe.
I got my one shot and then broke it. And they canceled it.
You broke the show.
That's right. So, the season ender, possibly show ender, is tomorrow night here, Wednesday night in Nashville. And but if you put Bring Back Nashville and hashtag that on all your social media, maybe somebody will bring it back, because I want to do that again next year.
Yeah, well, I mean, the producers are shopping it around to other networks, other people that want to pick it up in syndication and actually continue the storyline and not just run the reruns. And right now it's looking good, but there's, until the ink's dry on paper, it's all just a great idea.
That's right.
So we've got our fingers crossed. Hashtag Bring Back Nashville. Hashtag Bring Back Nashville.
And you could also try the hashtag Camo wants to work.
Yeah, Camo wants to work. Camo needs a gig.
So, yeah.
Got to see Camo.
Let's do our typical kind of look at the glimpse of the show. Yeah. Sorry, we showed you the guitars there. That was a fast move.
Uh-oh. So, all right. This is Clare Dunn.
We'll go up big there.
We're going to talk to her. This is her song.
I don't need no diamond rings, don't need no shiny cars. He makes me feel so fancy when I'm laying in his arms.
Great dude.
Promise it's country.
Yeah.
But that's Claire.
The intro to the song is just really cool.
Oh yeah, the intro to this thing is really awesome. Like the beginning of the song is just cool.
Yeah. Does it say I am the walrus?
Don't need no coat and tie, don't need no
But it's a really rhythmic tune. It's good to dance to and stuff. It's a summer song, man. It's one of those ones you can crank up in your car when you're going down the road. Now, we're also going to be, Tim McGraw, your Kenny Chesneys, your Keith Urbans, your Florida Georgia Lines. They're all in here as well. And we're going to be featuring Rascal Flatts in the news. And we'll play the song that we're talking about there because one of their songs is getting made into a movie. So we'll get into that too.
Cool.
So let's get to work, y'all. Let's make ourselves a show.
That's me waving bye. There
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Don't forget to watch us Facebook Live this coming Friday morning, 10:30 Central. We'll be interviewing John Barry and having coffee with him. And if you want to join us live, we'll be at the Pie Wagon down on Division East.
Yep, right here in Nashville, right on Division East, right by Music Row, the Pie Wagon, 10:30 a.m. Central, Friday. John Barry.